Hey, this is Scott from Banzai. Today we're going to look at this Meike 35mm f1.7 lens for various mirrorless mounts. Thanks to Cameracraft for letting me try this out at their shop. This is a fully manual lens made by Hong Kong Meike Digital Technology. On their main website it says it fits Canon, Sony, Olympus, Panasonic, Fujifilm, and even a Nikon 1 version of this lens. Of course you need to buy the specific version for your mount. This lens that I'm looking at is the Sony E mount version. This lens is designed for APS-C size sensors. Just keep that in mind when you're considering this. It is completely manual focus. It has no data connection to the camera at all. 49mm filter thread, clickless aperture, which is one of the more unique features of this lens. And the aperture range goes from f1.7 to f22. You can focus as close as 1 foot or 0.3 meters, and that is 0.113x magnification in that case. As I mentioned, the aperture ring does have a clickless aperture. I think this is better in video situations, which we'll get to. That basically means that there's no clicks between the different apertures. You can start at 1.7, go all the way to f22 without any clicking. The lens is completely metal build quality, very solid feeling in the hands. It's actually very similar in some ways to this Takumar 50mm lens that I have. It's an old Pentax lens. Taking a look at the aperture blades as I adjust them, you can see that they aren't completely rounded, but it looks pretty decent. If you stop down quite a bit, you can see that there are 9 sides to the aperture. Both the focus ring and the aperture ring are very smooth to use. That's good to see because this was a used lens. It is a very compact lens. It fits nicely with Sony's A6000 series of cameras. I'm sure it would work well with the M50 that I have from Canon. Both the good thing and the bad thing about this lens is the clickless aperture. It's unique and it's useful for some situations, like in video, if you want to adjust depth of field while you're recording video, say with automatic ISO enabled. That will give you that ability very easily. You won't have any clicks in the video, so that's a good thing. But with photos, you won't know exactly what aperture you're at. You just have to adjust things. It'll be difficult to be consistent with the aperture. It's just things to consider with that aperture. To use this lens effectively, I would say you want to have focus assist features on your camera. In this case with the A6500, it has the peaking and you can also zoom in and things like that. Both those type of assist features are very useful with a fully manual focus lens. I did have a little bit of difficulty focusing with the f1.7. I'm sure with time I would get better with that manual focus. I'm also not used to the Sony cameras and how they work with manual focus lenses. I did take a few test photos adjusting the aperture as I went and the shutter speed. You could see it looks pretty nice detail wise with the lens. f1.7 is not bad when I look at where exactly the focus point was. Now there is some chromatic aberration, but it's not a huge deal. As you go to smaller apertures, you definitely get a lot of detail with this lens. It looks pretty good. Overall, this is an interesting in production, lower cost lens. It's fully manual. You're not going to get any data. You'll probably want to record your aperture settings if you have like a little log or something, just to get a general idea of where your photos were set at. As long as your camera has nice focus assist features, you want a smaller 35mm lens, lower cost. Image quality looks decent from the quick photos that I took. Of course, you have to consider the aperture, make sure that that works for you, that it's clickless. Sometimes good, sometimes it's bad with that, but just things to consider. I think it's an interesting option, especially considering the price. So there's a Meike 35mm f1.7 for all of the different mirrorless mounts. Again, thanks to Cameracraft for letting me try this out at their shop. Scott from Banzai. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Helps me out a lot. Likes and shares help out a lot as well. Thanks again.